I would like to welcome everyone to a phenomenal nonprofit organization program. The program is sponsored by Jlcsda Food Stamps, Development of Arts. We have successfully created a program that combines all of the needed elements to make young people successful. We call it TEAMS, TEAMS, which includes technology, engineering, arts, math, and science. Jlcsda Food Stamps Development of Arts would like to present a phenomenal program called The Science of Baseball League. This program is unlike any other youth program ever created. Stimulating the interest of baseball among young people using education and health. We would like to say congratulations to the Jackie Robinson West program for becoming the United States Little League champions. Great job. The Science of Baseball League is a program to stimulate the interest of baseball in urban areas where poor, poverty-stricken, and children that have no interest whatsoever in sports to stimulate their interest in baseball. Our goal is to turn unenrolled students into baseball players and turn baseball players into unenrolled students. It will consist of one region, it's the Chicagoland area, working with 7 and 8 year olds. Each division would have 6 teams, 11 young people per team, 66 young people per division, and 330 people in the science of baseball. The Science of Baseball League is based upon the principle of teams, TEAMS. Each player will receive an hour and a half of teams, which is technology, engineering, arts, math, and science, and an hour and a half of elite baseball training, which consists of agility, strength training, speed, and developing the fundamentals of baseball. Here's an example. Every student athlete in the Science of Baseball League will be furnished a home computer with internet access. And 3 days a week, they will have 3 hours a day of training, an hour and a half of elite baseball training, and an hour and a half of teams, technology, engineering, the arts, math, and science. There will also be tutors available to help every student athlete in other subjects that they may be having problems with. The Science of Baseball League will have many tutorials that the children can learn from, such as math and science. Here's an example of math. In '08, the Cubs at Wrigley Field, you had 3,300,200 fans to show up. How would you write that? You would write it as 3,300,200. In '06, the Chicago White Sox at US Cellular Field had 2,957,414 fans to show up for the game. How would you write that? You write it as 2,957,414. When you look at this number, if I ask you the question, what is the numbers place for the 5? Would you know the answer? The way to find out the answer is to remember that the whole numbers go to the left of the decimal and the fraction goes to the right of the decimal. When you look at a number, the whole number is to the left, or the dollar amount, And to the right of the decimal is the fraction or the cent. Look at this number, 1,234,567. If you look at each number, you can see what place it goes in. The 1 is in the millions place, the 2 is in the 200,000 place, 3, 30,000 place, the 4 is in the 1,000 place, the 5, the hundreds place, the 6 in the tens, and the 7 is in the ones place. This is an example of science using baseball concepts, the pitcher versus the hitter. It takes 100 milliseconds for the eye of the batter to see the ball and send an image to the brain. It takes 75 milliseconds for the brain to process the information and gauge the speed and location of the pitch. The batter then must decide in 25 milliseconds whether to swing or let the ball go by. It takes another 25 milliseconds to pick a swing pattern. Is the ball high, low, inside, or outside? The swing starts when the brain sends signals to the legs to start the batter's stride. The batter must have perfect mechanics. It takes at least 15 seconds to process this information. The bat must then meet the 3-inch spinning ball within an 1/8 of an inch of dead center called the sweet spot, and precisely at the right time to get a hit. The Science of Baseball League Association provides baseball and baseball-centered academic activities for 7 to 8-year-old minority boys and girls in the Chicagoland metropolitan area. Historically, these children have limited experiences with organized baseball and very little exposure to careers of technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and science, which we created, which are the teams: technology, engineering, arts, math, and science, nature. The purpose of the Science of Baseball League Association is to bridge the gap between athletic development and education, providing an atmosphere of fun, learning, and physical fitness. There are 5 major components of the science of baseball. The first component is our administration. Administration will be handled by the Jlcsda Development of Arts Center. They will provide office services, computer systems, accounting, membership records, volunteer screening, records communication, scheduling, complaint resolution, legal, insurance, and supplies, and equipment acquisitions. The second component of the science of baseball consists of baseball operations. It coordinates the games, facility scheduling, the managers, assistants, the volunteers, working with the coaches, the children, assignments, sports equipment, distribution, and creating of the science of baseball bylaws. The third component of science of baseball is physical fitness. Physical fitness is extremely important, especially among young people. We have professional trainers that would train the managers, assistant coaches, and the parents on the importance of safety. Will help the young people to develop strength, agility, speed, and help them to develop the fundamentals of baseball. The fourth element is a very important component of the science of baseball. It's called teams. Teams consist of technology, engineering, arts, math, and science. The teams department will help the young people develop a curriculum, the tools, instructions of learning technology, learning engineering, learning the importance of the arts, mathematics, and the science, using the context of baseball. The fifth component that we have in the science of baseball consists of the information systems. Information systems will provide a website that the young people can go to for tutorials, maintenance, computer systems, updates, network setups, updates and maintenance of the software, applications, training, accounting, statistical analysis, videography, and photography. Jlcsda Development of Arts has created a phenomenal program called the Science of Baseball. We would like to work with 7 and 8-year-olds for the next 2 years in the Chicagoland area, teaching technology, engineering, arts, math, and science. But our ultimate goal is to have children exposed to the importance of math and science and stimulate their interest in baseball throughout America. Please join us, the Science of Baseball League Association, a phenomenal program created for young people unlike any other program ever created. Okay, everybody, let's play ball.